Eugenio Suarez coming back to Seattle on a one-year deal. $20 million. And you know what that means? Nobody else wanted him. We're not talking about a player at the end of his career looking for a home. We're talking about a third baseman who just hit 49 home runs in a season, who drove in 118 runs, who was a centerpiece on two competitive teams. And yet, 3 weeks from spring training, Gino Suarez is still sitting in the market's waiting room, waiting for a phone to ring, waiting for someone to believe in him for more than 12 months. And you know who that someone might be? The same team that already let him go once. That raises an uncomfortable question. If the Mariners truly believe Ben Williamson is the future at third base, why would they consider bringing Suarez back? And if they don't believe it, why did they let him walk without a concrete plan B? Because here's the real problem. It's not about Suarez. It never was. It's about what his potential return reveals about this team's decision-making structure, about how much we still don't know about what's happening inside that front office. Let's look at the numbers. 228 batting average, 333 combined strikeouts between the Mariners and Diamondbacks. A hitter profile that, over the last 2 years, became synonymous with all or nothing. Suarez isn't that solid third baseman you pencil in without thinking twice anymore. He's become a gamble, an expensive gamble. But here's the contradiction. If he's such a risky bet, why didn't any other team offer 2 years? Why did Arizona, the team he helped get close to something great, prefer to bring in Nolan Arenado and turn the page? The answer isn't just about age. 34 years old isn't a death sentence in modern baseball. The answer lies in the type of player Suarez has become. A player with explosive power but inconsistent results. A valuable veteran in the clubhouse but one who doesn't solve anyone's offensive problem alone. A name that carries weight but no longer carries promises. And that's exactly why Seattle becomes a possibility again, because the Mariners haven't solved third base. Not really. Ben Williamson is 25 years old, has tools, has a future, but he has 187 at-bats at the major league level, has exactly 0 playoff games on his resume. And do you really want to bet the entire 2026 season on a player who's still proving himself? Now think about this with me. If you're Jerry DiPoto, you have Colt Emerson coming. You know that in 2027, maybe even sooner, you'll need to make room for him. You don't want to block the pipeline with a 3 or 4 year contract for a declining veteran, but you also can't enter the season without a safety net. So what do? You bring Suarez back. 1 year, $20 million. You give Williamson the chance to compete for the job. You keep Emerson developing in AAA without pressure, and if everything goes wrong, you have a veteran who knows the organization, who's already played under pressure in Seattle, who can hold the position while the long-term plan matures. Is it smart? Maybe. Is it risky? Absolutely, because you're paying $20 million for a player who might hit 210 and let you down in decisive moments. So we reach the end of this video with more questions than answers. Will Suarez actually come back? Will Williamson get a real chance to compete? Will Emerson come up in 2026, or will the Mariners hold him 1 more year? I don't know, and worse, I think they don't know yet either. What I do know is that there are weeks left until spring training, that third base remains undefined, and that every day that passes without a clear decision is another day Seattle falls behind teams that already know exactly what they are. Drop in the comments. Would you bring Suarez back? Would you give third base to Williamson without a safety net? Or do you think there's a third option we're not seeing yet? Because this conversation is far from over.